guess we'll start like right here.
Absolutely, it's going to be your hygiene. You have to know how to brush your teeth, kind of wipe your own ass, right? Things of that sort. Things I shouldn't have to tell you need to do, right?
Okay. All right. What about you?
Have you encountered many men who don't know how to wipe their ass?
Wait, how'd you find out?
When I do their laundry.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, girl.
Thanks, Mom.
If you give them enough GHB, they just poop on themselves. Isn't that right? Is that what you told me? Is that what you told me? Summer?
What about you?
Hygiene is a big one for me.
Rose, give her that mic. And Summer, take that mic.
All right.
Okay, when you say hygiene, can you tell us an example?
Specific.
From a date?
Yeah, like brush your teeth, please. Always brush your teeth before
What if they
you
smell
go on
like
a
weed?
date.
That's fine?
Yeah, that's totally fine. I don't mind that.
Okay. What about you?
So for me, I think it would be like poor communication skills and social skills. Like, how does he communicate with his peers and other people? Like,
But how would you get to know that if you don't go on a first date with him?
well, I've been on a first date with some poor communication skills.
Yeah, but you won't know until you're on the date with him, right?
Yeah, true. Okay.
So what disqualifies them from the first date then? We can come back to you. What about you?
Question: are we already on the first date? It's
No, like you're not even going to give him a chance.
Yeah,
okay.
at all.
Oh.
Oh, that's hard because I usually. Okay.
He can only squat 4 plates.
No.
Yeah, like what's an automatic disqualifier? That first thing that comes to mind.
Sometimes if they're a little too sexual at first without.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the same. If he tries to kiss you.
And sexual with a little bit of like too much, like being demanding, a little bit like disrespect.
Okay.
Yeah,
What about you?
If he tries to kiss you, like, no.
That would imply you're on the
they
first.
usually want to. And
But wait.
and usually-
That implies that you're on the first date already. We're talking about before.
yeah,
you,
no. In a first date, they will like try to.
No,
like,
No, before the first date.
Let's clarify. Before you even get on the date, the guy won't actually on the date. How do you just say no? Disqualified. Not even going on a date at all.
Yeah, I mean, if they start asking about like your friends, like, oh, can you bring a friend?
Okay.
Then you'll be like, bye.
Okay.
So bringing 2 girls.
They
okay.
usually always do.
Yeah.
Talk
Damn.
about their friends.
They tell you to bring a friend.
Yeah. Oh, can you bring friends?
That says a
Now
lot
hold
about
on,
you.
hold on. Is it to bring a friend so that they can bring a friend too, and it's a double date, or bring a friend so he could take you and your friend out?
Maybe, but you know, guys try to just
Which one is it
ask
though?
that. Whichever one.
You
It could
try
be,
to have
I
a
mean, I
threesome.
don't really go in first dates like that. Like, I don't do blind dates, but I think if it was like that, usually, like, guys, when you're texting and stuff, and they're like, oh, and you have friends or something like that, and it's like, that's it. You just stop talking to them.
Okay. All right.
Hey, lady, I have a question. What about if he doesn't like it when you rip his shirt off in the middle of the
Okay,
nightclub?
you have to bring that up. I don't do that anymore.
What about
you? Just
I
biting.
was like,
What about biting random people
sorry,
in a
I
nightclub?
was a little wild.
Dude, she used to, it was famous. She'd go out in the clubs, just rip dudes' shirts off, and just fucking run. It was
I
hilarious.
had like this willpower. It was like,
That's hilarious.
Bro, that's crazy.
Can you imagine?
it was amazing.
I would pay to see
And I
that.
always used to pick the ones that had the most expensive shirts.
You be in jail.
Oops.
As a
Funny
guy.
thing is, that's not a date. That's not a deal breaker for the guys.
yeah, they'll be like, please, but no, they like it.
Wow.
All right. What about you?
So immediate disqualifiers.
Yeah.
If I'm looking on a dating app at someone, it's going to be image-based most likely. So it's going to be someone who's either really out of shape or someone who has, you know, a lot of balding going on, and someone who probably doesn't have, you don't have to have a ton of swag, but if you don't know how to dress yourself, you look like you haven't left your mom's house in several years, it's a disqualifier.
What if he supports
That's what I was going to say.
Trudeau?
Is physical fitness is
Oh,
probably
well,
what it is.
if he supports Trudeau, he's immediately out. I'm Canadian, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he supports Trudeau, that's
So-
it.
Oh, so actually, that's a good point.
Yeah.
You know, if someone, so I don't like to paint a broad stroke over all people, because I think some people, you know, might have certain things that are stronger in some aspects. And so if someone was a liberal, hypothetically, I'm not, but, and they were really strong in other areas, for example, they're really successful or really high achievers or very good looking, potentially I'd give them a chance. So I wouldn't say that's an immediate disqualifier. It's not a green flag. But yeah, image based. And then in person, it just made me think. I was walking my dog the other day.
Hold on. This is just the first
Yeah, first
disqualifier.
okay.
What about you?
For me, it would have to be like overly bragging about themselves.
In their
talking-
bio?
Yeah, or even when you're communicating with them and
Text,
it's
phone
just
call.
Always,
Try hard.
Yeah, it's always about just them and their
Thirsty.
story.
Being a porn star, do you get that like a lot?
I do. I do. Well, it's, you know.
They want to prove to you.
They want to prove that they're
that guy.
That guy.
Okay. Understandable.
Okay. What about you?
I think that personality is a big thing. Like, if they come across way too strong, that's kind of a big withdrawal.
Describe strong.
Like, I'm just overexcited to talk to you and try to take you out and stuff like that.
All right, too much interest. All right.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
No sense of humor.
No sense of humor. Okay. So, what are you gonna like? If you make a joke and they don't like laugh or something like that?
No, they need to make jokes.
They need to make the jokes.
I like
they need to
when they're
entertain
funny.
you.
But you're a comedian, right?
Yeah, so I need to laugh too.
Are you funny?
Sometimes. Depends on the person. Some people think I'm funny. Some people think I don't. I'm not.
Okay. What about you?
I'd say basic, bad grammar, too skinny, gang of kids, and how many women they follow in their follow list.
Damn.
Ooh.
Okay. Bad grammar, kids, and follow ratio.
That's a wide spectrum.
Yeah.
Rollo and Sartain, real quick. What are them for you? Disqualifiers.
Disqualifier for me would be just like sort of. It's so funny because it's like the girls I'm friends with are exactly the girls I would never fucking date. Like, I love them; they're hilarious. I love having them on my show. They make a great show. Yeah. But you know, just like full of fucking red flags, like bragging about like levels of independence and a necessity to not need a man at all. Being independent is fine, but it's just like one of these things where like men are useless or something like that, or just basically when you have a conversation with them about like, hey, you know, you're more likely to cheat if you fuck more guys before you got married, and they disagree, they start yelling at you because of that, like that type of shit. I think that's a huge disqualifier. Just they don't bring any peace.
All right, Rollo.
She's overweight.
Oh,
damn.
No, I mean, as far as because
Physical fitness.
Well, I think it's funny because like
That's a big one for me.
people always say, "Oh, you can't judge a book by its cover," but it's like, yeah, but you've got to see what the cover is, right? So,
Right.
I mean, I hate to say, but I mean, I'm just being honest. Like,
You can judge its caloric intake by the cover.
Exactly.
That
I
tells a
mean,
lot about
because
your
it says a
lifestyle.
lot about your habits too. Like if you're in shape, that tells me that you like have some sort of dedication and perseverance. Because I mean, especially today, it's like 75% of the population is overweight. So,
All right. I got a question for the ladies.
Real quick,